Hello, friends. How are you? Today we have a new video, and it's actually our fourth video in our series Understand the Verse in a Few Minutes. So, yeah, when the Lord said, "And whoever says to his brother, 'You fool,' shall be in danger of hell fire," Matthew chapter 5:22. He didn't mean that the problem lies in the letters that came out of the mouth, but rather in the heart that uttered them. This is why in the Sermon on the Mount Christ reveals the roots of sin, not merely its outward manifestations. He begins with anger, moves to insult, and finally reaches complete contempt for a human being. Therefore, he didn't condemn the word in itself, but the spirit that views the other as worthless. So, when you call someone a fool, perhaps without realizing it, a desire is born within you to erase their name and reduce them to that bad description, depriving depriving them of their relationship with the world, which is represented by you. In you, you are the other, you are the world. Deep inside, a hidden desire stirs within you to strip away their identity, so that they might know everything else but forget even for a moment who they truly are. Yet the truth is that a person does not lose their identity because others label them a fool, because human identity is neither granted by humans nor can it be taken away by them. Man was created in the image of God, and while this image may be disfigured by sin, it is not erased by words of men. However, insult does something else. It attempts to blind the person from seeing this truth. It drives him to see himself through the eye of the despiser rather than the eye of God, or the eyes of God. So he begins to doubt his worth, compare himself with others, and gradually drift away from realizing his true dignity. This is why Christ's warning was severe. For contempt is not merely a verbal offense, but a rejection of God's love at work in human beings, and a disdain for one who bears the image of God. Whoever despises the image of God is in his brother places himself under God's judgment. This is why the Lord said he is in danger of hellfire, meaning deserving of divine judgment if he remains in this hurt condition, and does not repent. Thus, the danger is not in the word fool by itself, but in the heart that seeks to strip its brother of dignity, turning him from a person loved by God into an object that to be despised and insulted. This is why Christ is not content with merely forbidden murder. He forbids everything that leads to it. For murder always begins in the heart. When a person stops seeing his brother as a person, and begins treating him as an object, unfortunately, as always happens. Yeah. Thank you for listening.